So, hello everyone, and welcome to Mark Omondi TV once more to another exciting episode. So, in this video, we are going to explore how TARC buses operate in Louisville City, in Kentucky, in the United States. So, TARC simply is an acronym that stands for Transit Authority of River City. I think I've mentioned that in one of my videos before when I was just capturing Louisville downtown. So and TARC is the primary public transportation provider in Louisville City. So in this video we will discuss how TARC buses operate, their routes, their schedules, and fares. So for those of you who live in Louisville City, or you intend to come to Louisville City, and you don't drive, or you just need to have this information, I think this is the right video for you. So stay tuned, guys. So first, let's start off with TARC buses routes. So TARC operates over 40 bus routes throughout Louisville City, serving over 15 million passengers annually. That's a huge number. So the bus routes cover all parts of the city, from downtown to the suburbs, and each route has a unique number and color code, making it easy for passengers to identify their bus. And that reminds me at one point when I was just new here in Louisville City, how I got lost. I used the wrong bus. I didn't take note of the color codes, the numbers. I just entered whatever bus that came my way, and I got lost because it took me to a destination I didn't intend to. So I'll give you a few examples of the routes operated by TARC. The first route would be, say, Route 29. I started off with that because that is one of the routes that lies where I live, Route 29 and Route 28. So Route 29 lies on Eastern Parkway, and this route runs along Eastern Parkway, connecting the Highlands neighborhood with the University of Louisville and the Medical Center. It stops at major destinations like Cherokee Park and Louisville Zoo. So that is Route 29. Route 28, which also applies where I live, applies Goldsmith Lane, and it travels north-south along Goldsmith Lane, connecting the suburban neighborhoods of Hikes Point and Buekel. I hope my accent gets this right, with downtown Louisville. So it stops at destinations like the Oxmoor Center shopping mall and the University of Louisville. Another route that I might give you as an example is Route 18. So this route runs along Dixie Highway, connecting downtown Louisville with the southwestern suburbs. It stops at major destinations like the Louisville Zoo and Churchill Downs. A final example that I would give, of course, there are many other routes, like I started off by mentioning. TARC buses operate more than 40 routes in Louisville City. So I would give you another example of Route 31, which travels east-west along Shelbyville Road, connecting the eastern suburbs with downtown Louisville. It stops at destinations like Mall Street, Matthews, and the Oxmoor Center shopping mall. Now, apart from the routes plied by TARC buses, I would also want to discuss the bus schedules. just so that you guys can have an idea of how you could plan yourself, of course, if you want to use TAC buses. So TAC buses operate 7 days a week with varying schedules on weekdays, Saturdays and Sundays. Weekday schedules usually start at 5 a.m. in the morning and end at 11 p.m. While on weekend, the schedules start later and end a bit earlier compared to weekdays. So passengers can check the schedules on the TAC website or through their mobile app. So if you didn't know, there is a mobile app for this. There is you could just Google TAC, and then you will be able to see the schedules. What you need to do, like what I do in my case, I simply key in the name of my location. Like for example, if I live at Clubhouse Apartments, so that's what I'll key in as the start point. Then my destination, I would add it. Say I want to go to Total Quality Logistics in Louisville City downtown. I'll just type in Total Quality Logistics, and then I click plan my route. So it will give me different schedules of buses and their numbers and what time they are going to pick you there at that point in time, so you can be at that pickup point on time. So let's talk about the third item, which is the fares, the TAC bus fares. Of course, for students like myself, as long as you have a student card, what you need to, you actually don't pay any fares wherever you go using, as long as you're using the buses, the TAC buses, and you have the student ID, you don't pay fares. You simply swipe your student ID, and then you go wherever you want to go, unlike non-students. So for non-students then, TAC has a flat fare system for all its bus routes with a single fare of 1.75 US dollars per ride. So it's a flat fee of 1.75 US dollars for every ride, irrespective of where you are going to. As long as it's a trip, that's it. So passengers can pay with cash or purchase TAC tickets and passes in advance. The tickets and passes are available at TAC ticket outlets, and even online you can get it. Now, the fourth point that I would want us to discuss also is the TAC bus operations, and I think this is also important to know. So TAC buses operate on a fixed route system, which means that they follow a predetermined route and schedule. So I keep reminding you guys about my first experience with these buses when I got lost. So you can't just get into the bus and then along the way you want to instruct the driver to change route to suit your destination. You must have understood where the bus is going to before you board. So that's the expectation, and I think that's an important point to take note of. The buses have designated stops along the route, and passengers can board and exit at these stops, those specific stops. The buses also have wheelchair accessibility and bike racks, which I find very supportive of our disabled brothers and sisters. So then it tells you that with this facility, everyone is treated equally. Everyone gets the service that suits them, regardless of their disability status. The fifth point that I would want us to know, and probably the second last one, is about safety and security. So TAC buses TARC generally places a high priority on safety and security for its passengers, and the buses have onboard security cameras. And for you who might want to misbehave on board, just beware. There are security cameras in the TARC buses. And this is all for the sake of security of the passengers on board. The buses have onboard security cameras and a dedicated police force to ensure passenger safety. Passengers are also encouraged to report any suspicious activity to the TARC security team. And some of this information is usually posted inside the bus. If you just move your eyes around. Then finally, let's talk about the technology inside the bus. So TARC buses are equipped with advanced technology to enhance the passenger experience. The buses have real-time GPS tracking, which allows passengers to track their bus in real time throughout their journey. Of course, through the TARC website or mobile app that they are using. And the buses also have onboard Wi-Fi, making it easy for passengers to stay connected while on the bus. I remember I once used it when I didn't have data on my phone and I was going for this job interview. I was a bit scared of how I was going to stay connected on board, only to discover that there was TARC Wi-Fi which connected me. So that means I was online throughout, and since then, every time I board the TARC buses, the TARC Wi-Fi automatically connects me. So you don't need to worry about being offline when you're on board. And of course, one other feature is that through their website and through the mobile app, you can be able to see real time where that bus is at any given time. So assuming you are new to Louisville City and you are not sure of where you are going to, you can literally keep tracking of where you are through the website, where that bus is at any given time, so that it's easier for you to know if I'm alighting, say at Crittenden Drive, then of course you will see the bus has arrived at Crittenden Drive, and in fact it pops up on your screen when you're just about to reach your destination. There is an alert that pops up on your screen notifying you that you have two or one more stops to alight. So it's very, very convenient. So in summary, guys, TARC buses play a significant role in public transportation in Louisville City, in Kentucky, in the United States. With over 40 bus routes, TARC serves millions of passengers annually, providing an affordable and reliable mode of transportation, especially for those people who don't drive. Passengers can easily access schedules, routes, and fares on the TARC website or mobile app. And TARC also places a high priority on safety and security, ensuring that passengers have a comfortable and secure ride. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this was informative for some of you who either are already in Louisville City, or they intend to move into Louisville City, or those who intend to come to the United States at some point. It's just good to have a rough idea of what to expect in terms of public transportation. Of course, like in my case, this is very different from the public transportation system that exists in my country where I come from. So it's a good idea for someone to just have a rough idea of all this before, if of course at some point they intend to come to the US. So thank you for watching. Please feel free to subscribe, leave your comments below on anything that you would want me to cover in future, any comments about this video, like, and please share. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video. Bye.